Welcome back to Invitation Only, the podcast that shines light on ambitious individuals in Dallas with the goal of revealing the most inspiring success stories. My next guest sees the world in layers, textures, and color. He's the eye behind visuals that speak louder than words, with a client base that includes Wale, Erykah Badu, and several other well-known names. Brought to you by Invitation Only, please welcome the creative force with the futuristic vision, Tape.
What's up, man?
How's it going today?
Pretty good.
Repping the brand I see on your shirt.
Sir. Yes, sir. Always.
Looking good, too.
Appreciate it, man.
Just want to say I'm proud of you, man. I knew you a little bit back then.
Yeah.
And then the next time I hear about you, Wale is using your cover art, then you got this person over here and this person over here. So talk about a little bit this process of you working with these artists and what you do a little bit.
So I do photography, graphic design. That's really my main two things. As far as working with these artists, it really just a combination of willpower and taking risks. So I feel like I deserve what I get. I go after it. I put in the work, and then life just meet me halfway. So it's not even really planned. I don't have plans. I don't have a guideline, nothing. I just want it and I figure it out.
Do you believe that the universe meets you halfway? Do you believe in anything like that?
Yeah. Nah, most definitely. Whether it be the Most High, the universe, whatever.
Yeah.
But definitely feel like, it's just the same as in the Bible. The Bible says work without faith is dead.
Yeah.
So same concept. I feel like that's a universal truth.
Right. How can you get somewhere that, like, you got to have that aspiration first before you can get there?
Yeah,
you know
facts.
So do you feel like you have big faith to do some of the big things you've done so far?
Yeah, it really goes into willpower though, more than faith. I'm a nervous Rick sometimes, so it's just will, man. I be like, I want it. I'm gonna make it happen. I don't know how, and my faith will be weary, but I guess God said a mustard seed, so
yeah,
I be having just about enough for a mustard seed, man.
And I be trying to tell people that's all it takes, just that little bit of faith. It gotta meet you halfway. So let's take it back a little bit. The VHS Plus brand, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
VHS Plus?
Uh-huh.
How did that come to life and where did that name come from?
So first I started doing photography around like 2014 and I was just going by my regular name. My homeboy was like, bro, you need a name. So at first it was VHS and DVD. I ran with that for a little bit and that was just so elongated. So I was like, let me cut it down. But had a hot box with my homeboy and I used to go on rants and just want to better myself and things like that.
What, like Kanye rants?
Kinda, with my friends, like, man, we ain't doing shit. We need to get on our shit, this, and this.
Yeah.
So from there, I was like, I'm just going to add the plus because everything I'm doing now is the same, but it's adding more to it. So that's where the plus comes from.
Okay. But the VHS also came from, you said, your friends type thing?
Nah, I used to have this Casper VHS and they was like, now on VHS and DVD. So
you just liked it?
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm going to be VHS and DVD. But then I dropped the DVD.
Do you remember the first time your work made it onto a real stage or an artist used it? Or like, what was the first time like?
The very, very first time I was in high school. And
really?
I'll be on Twitter. I've been on Twitter for an embarrassing amount of time. But at one point, Nike was running a campaign for Kobe. He was releasing the Kobe 7s, I believe. And it's around that time when he had Kanye saying, be the same beast and the same animal, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just drew something. And that's what I mean, like willpower. I wanted these Christmas Kobe so bad. So I just drew a bear, tagged them, tagged Nike in it. And they saw it. And it was like, congratulations, we sending you some shoes. I was like, wow. Bro, what? And they sent me the Christmas Kobe's.
Is that the first time your art like basically manifested itself type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and through Twitter. Like,
dang.
Yeah.
That must have been a great feeling too.
Heck yeah. Like, I was in high school. So and I was real big on Nike. So just even getting a box and it's had the Nike address on there and everything.
Yeah.
Like, that motivated me so much. And that's like really sparked it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that the moment where you were like, "Oh, now I know I can do this"?
Yeah, most definitely.
Can you talk a little bit about your process of how you design for other people, and do you ever get starstruck when you're dealing with different celebrities?
Yeah, so my process now, because it's more refined, I try to get the most information I can out of people. Because when you're creating for people, like I could create something, but that's for me.
Right.
So if I'm creating something for you, I want to know, like, what's your inspiration behind whatever you're sending me? What do you have in mind? References, all that stuff. And from that point, it gets seamless. As far as being starstruck, I only been starstruck one time. And that's for Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah, because you're from Dallas. She's a Dallas legend.
Yeah.
Like, dang, like that's got to be some type of validation for you.
Yeah. Big validation, especially just meeting her and her she showed up first. And I'm like, I didn't know I was on your radar, you know? Right. So for her to even show love to me first.
How did that conversation go?
I had a friend and he was coming to buy some clothes for me. I was staying in Bishop Arts. And he was like, yeah, I want to introduce you to somebody. And she hopped out the car and she was just like, man, I really love your brand. I want to collab with you. I want to work with you, this. And I was thinking, you know, some people just talk.
Right.
But she got on it immediately, I designed the art for one of her tours.
Yeah, which tour was that again?
It was live from Badu Batron.
Yeah, I remember the with the sword, her on the cover, yeah.
So yeah, I got to do that. And it's in my style too. Right. And she just embraced it. And since then it built a relationship. But yeah, she had me starstruck. I ain't never asked nobody. I asked that lady for a hug. I was like, hey, can I hug you to make sure this real? Right. But yeah, that was proud. Other celebrities and
I feel you. But I think I saw that you designed like a Letterman or something recently for Erykah.
Yeah, that was just a collab between her brand and my brand.
Okay, just like a one-off type of thing.
Yeah, for the moment, yeah.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice. Not many people could say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I know, man.
That's really cool. Do you ever feel pressure when you're trying to create something for these people? Like, you know, is there an expectation that you're like, I hope I can meet that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, honestly, but it's not just for if it's a big celebrity. Like, if I'm making art for anybody, because it's like, I always want to deliver. I want to put my best foot forward and everything because it's representation of me.
Exactly.
So I could do it for the money and I don't really like it. I'm not going to want to post it or anything like that. And if I don't want to do it or show it off, it's a waste. So I just put my effort into everything. I'm going to give you the same that I give the next person. Nobody special.
Yeah, I can appreciate that for sure. That's a professional way to look at it. How do you keep your creative voice strong? Like if somebody says, if y'all have creative differences and you don't want to kind of bend too much, maybe your style, they want you to change something about your style. How do you deal with those type of things?
Meet them in the middle, honestly. Especially working for people because I always have to remove myself. It's not about me. It's about them. Yeah. Now, I will try my best to sprinkle in and be like, I think it should be like this and highly suggest. But at the end of the day, it's about the other person. I'm a servant to people. So I work for them. When it comes to my brand or something, hey, I don't care.
So hands on deck then.
Yeah.
So then how you, I'm just looking at your shirt right now. How do you come up with these ideas or this style that you have? How did that come about?
Not paying attention in class, honestly. School,
come on now,
man.
You didn't let them box you in
at all, but I probably should have a little bit.
I should have been a little boxed.
Yeah, man. But just drawing in class, not paying attention, getting in trouble.
you just never lost that piece, even though you couldn't use it at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. What would you tell to somebody who wants to maybe be in your shoes at some point and do what you're doing? Like, is there anything that you wish somebody would have told you back when you first started?
Honestly, nah. And the only thing I could tell somebody is just believe in yourself. I know it sounds so cliche, but believe in yourself. And honestly, yeah, I wish I would have paid more attention when people were telling me to speak it. Because one thing I started noticing, and I'm going back to the Bible, I'm not even very religious, but I mean, it's good points in there.
Yeah.
The first thing God did to create everything was speak. It's the very first thing in the Bible. So I took that and it's like, yeah, you start speaking, it has to come true. Now, will it come on your timing? I don't know. It took God 7 days, and that's God. So it could take me 7 years or whatever, but just keep speaking it. And yeah, that's really the best advice I can give to anybody right now. It's what I've been practicing. I've been seeing the fruits of my labor through doing this. So yeah.
What do you think is the power of speaking it?
So my theory here, everything is a duality in life, right? You have a body and you have a soul or spirit. I mean, it's a trifecta, but most times it's a duality, man, woman. So to me, speaking is combining your thoughts and then your vibrations from your vocal cords. So those are two different things you combining to create something new, which is the third thing, which is what you want to manifest. So it's just it's alchemy, it's duality, combining those
I know
two.
a little bit about it.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see. How would you describe your style, your visual style, or not as far as photography, but more on the like graphic design side? How would you describe that style in 3 words?
Bootleg bait.
Bootleg bait. That is technically 3 words right there. So I mean,
yeah, we just gonna put a hyphen between.
But wait, what do you mean bootleg bait? Not like knockoff bait. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, it's not knockoff, but highly inspired.
Okay.
That was my driving force, because I used to want Bathing Ape, and it's not that I couldn't get it, but spending $100 on a t-shirt,
right?
It still don't make sense to me now as an adult with a little bit of money to spend. So
yeah,
I want to make my own bait, and yeah, that's always been my mindset. Like, I don't want to join, I don't want to do, I just want to make my own. But that was the foundation. Like, I always been into like anime, manga, things like that. My parents used to be mad at me because, like, bro, read a real book.
Right. They didn't understand anything about our generation.
So once I, babe, I'm like, bro, they making anime characters basically on shirts. Yeah. Like, that was just the coolest thing to me. So I want to do the same thing, but in my own way.
Got it. Yeah, I can see the inspirations now that I'm looking at it. Of course, it's anime.
Yeah.
But, so you said anime and bape. Did you is that one of the main clothing lines? Are you inspired by like streetwear or mostly streetwear?
Yeah. And I really like streetwear because I'm not a real artsy type of dude. I'm not a very formal type of person. So that's never been, I'm not a high fashion type of guy.
Could you ever see yourself getting into those lanes as far as designing?
Yeah. Just as long as I get to keep it simple.
Okay.
Like the over the top, drapey, I don't know. I just don't like too much going on. I'm a minimalistic type of person.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's your process from beginning to end? Do you sketch it first, or do you just go straight into the computer and piece things together? How do you come up with these things?
Usually I start sketching by hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you said you came from that.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
And then from there, either I will do the line work or I outsource, bro. I believe in outsourcing a lot.
Oh, that's a key tip that I don't think a lot of people understand.
Yeah.
Because, for instance, I got this blue screen thing. Yeah. If I get too busy, at some point, I'm not going to be able to just do all this editing.
Right.
So it's like when you want to keep moving, you kind of got to put it out there, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not like it takes away from your authenticity or anything like that. It's just somebody helping you move it along.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel about it?
Of course, sure. You need a team with everything, and I mean, you can do everything, but if you want to stay consistent and keep it flowing, you just can't do every single thing. Mm-hmm. That's why people have positions in the factory. One person don't do everything. Right. It's different pieces. So
yeah. That's for all the beginning entrepreneurs and stuff out there. Make sure you get you a good team if you can. Yeah. It's not easy to find good team members, but man, if you can, it'll be very beneficial. Man. So what other things do you draw inspiration from? I know you said streetwear. And you said anime. Mm-hmm. Are there any other inspirations? Maybe did you see your parents doing something when you were young? Or like, where does that come from, the wanting to design clothes?
See.
Other than you wanting to have something cool like Bape, I know.
Yeah, but nah, man, my mom is like a big driving factor in that. Because I was in like 5th grade. She was making good money. She just left her job. And she left the job to do her own thing. And at first, it started out rocky, but then like it really, 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 really took off. Yeah. She was making great money. And I was like, man, I always see people tell you got to take this route and take that route. Even she would tell me that, but it's like, you just took a whole alternative route that I never thought of, and you're doing what you want to do. Yeah. So for me, it's like, that's what I just took, that same mindset, and that was a driving force for me wanting to do what I want to do. As far as it being clothes, that came around high school too. That really, they went Karma Loop era with the Diamond Supply, Obey, all that. Yep. I see stuff like that, and of course that inspired me a lot too. That whole era, the blog era and
Tumblr
stuff,
and all that.
Yeah, and I was like, shoot, I want to be a part of it, but I don't want to hop on a trend. I want people to hop behind what I got going. So yeah, it's always that driving.
Do you feel like they've hopped behind it like that? You feel like there's probably more to go, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a lot more to go. Yeah. A lot of people have, and I'm actually surprised, and I'm proud of that, and it make me feel great because people don't have to like your stuff. And people buying your stuff is not them just saying, oh, here you go. Especially repeat customers. Yeah. It's like they really like it and enjoy it. So, yeah.
You feel like that was before Erykah Badu and all these other Wale and all that?
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely.
People saw that in you already.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's from the very first shirts, like, people were really on it.
I'm looking at the shirt now. It don't look like my t-shirt, like a typical cotton t-shirt. Is it some type of different material to it?
Yeah. Outsourced it from China. Yeah. But it's just a thicker grade. It's dang. I forgot the name, the exact
material.
Yeah, it's still cotton. Okay. But is
it a blend of it?
It's not like jersey cotton. It's basically like jersey cotton, but I forgot the exact name because I won't gatekeep it. Yeah. But everybody using the same type of material anyway.
Yeah, once you figure it out, you be like,
French terry. That's what it is. It's a French terry. And I guess that's just a thicker grade of cotton. Yeah. So yeah. Changes the quality.
It's a nice shirt, man. I gotta give you one. So where do people like me who want the shirt, where will we go to get it? Or do you have more on supply?
No, I don't have any more. These are older, 2023. Okay. But I'm getting my stuff together.
That's
on
lit,
that
though.
end. Yeah.
I mean, it looks great, bro. You can see that in any store, Hot Topic, like anything.
Yeah. Thank you.
For sure. How do you stay creatively motivated? Do you ever get like blocks where you're like, I can't create right now? Yeah. And how do you overcome those moments?
It's been feeling like I've been on the block for I don't know how long. How do I get through it? Just doing. I'm not gonna lie, because most of the times, like, it feels just up to me feeling like I'm there. I never really feel like I'm there, and when the time inspiration do come, and just latch on to that as much as possible. And that's it. I wish I had the secret.
I know that's right.
I need somebody to tell me so I can stay on it.
I will say though, in those times where I feel creatively blocked, as long as I still try to create, I might still make something that I'd be like, oh, okay. I might be able to like come back the next day and be like, add something to it. You know, just keep piecing it together. Do you feel like you have that same feeling when it comes to your music as far as like putting it out if it's not ready or anything like that? Or do you just feel like music can go?
For me, I'm not trying to be Kendrick Lamar or nobody else or no big name. So for me, it's like, I just put it out when I put it out. Now I do hold myself to expectations, but it ain't too much on that.
What is the music for you? Is it more of a expression thing, or are you trying to market yourself with music?
It's more of just a expression. It's fun to do. I know you know.
Hop on the homie song real quick.
Yeah, well, just do my own. And my whole thing with the music, again, nobody else was making the music I want to make. I see people doing similar things. It's like, I want to hear it and I want to make my own. So
I see.
Yeah.
It always comes from this place of something's missing. I need to add to it.
Exactly.
Nice. As far as charging your worth, sometimes that's hard. It's like you got friends who want to work with you. You got, and you just never want to feel like you're overcharging, but you also want to get what you're worth. How have you dealt with charging your worth?
Just charge it. Honestly.
Let the price be set, and like Jay-Z said, set the price and live your life.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just coming missing out on things, but you never really miss out. One thing I have learned though, it's not always about the money. Like if you always chase that dollar, and because people will give the advice, hey man, don't work for free, but sometimes, or don't work for promo. You have to sometimes do that,
you definitely do.
Because it works out in the end. People want immediate success or immediate return on their investment. And sometimes it's just not like that.
Right.
And you can't miss out on that. Because you'll chase, let's say you just charge them $300. You be chasing $300 and you mess up the relationship with that. And it was $300,000 on the back end.
Exactly.
And it's like,
you could have met Erykah Badu through this person. Type thing. How do you feel about AI and people being able to just create based on other people's work? How you feel about that? I'm
not gonna lie. I like the idea of AI as a tool, not as a replacement.
Yeah.
But cause some of I just got into it this year and just really started looking at it. But some of the good applications of it, I think like for fonts and stuff like that, you can get some good text or things like that. As far as like Darth Vader on a unicorn and stuff, I don't really like.
Too far-fetched.
Yeah.
Or like a monkey doing a selfie video or something like
that's unnecessary to me, or even just trying to, I believe in using AI to an extent, like getting your idea, collaborating with AI and then enhancing it on the back end, like things like that. But just really using it as a tool, not as a replacement. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing.
Not like you become a graphic designer because of AI.
Exactly. Because that's just ingenuine. Like, nah. And I don't even think you will be able to do that, because you have to have the mind and eye.
For sure. I think part of the conversation around AI is like, you also still have to have something going on up here.
Exactly.
Like you can't just come on AI and be like, make me the best logo ever, and then boom, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not work like that. Do you feel Black creatives are respected enough?
Respected, yes. Paid, no.
Ooh.
Because people, in order for you to be, for people to copy you and imitate you worldwide and everything. And when I say Black, I'm specifically talking about Black American right now. We know everyone with our skin color is pretty much talented, but specifically Black Americans copied everywhere, everything. Like they hop onto our lingo and everything.
The way we wear our clothes.
Yeah, everything. But do they get the money that's deserved from starting these trends and all that? No. They get the respect, but that's it.
I remember like 2005, 2006, all the styles we wear right now, that stuff was ghetto or it was hood or it was, but now it's everybody want to dress like Ice Spice or like, and that just comes from black culture.
Yeah.
That comes from the hood.
Facts,
but
man.
It's interesting how things change over time. What's one dream collaboration on your bucket list? Who would you love to work with?
Man, at one point it was Kanye West.
At one point, none more?
Nah, I wouldn't want to work with Kanye at this current time.
Interesting. Why not?
I don't know what his mental space is. I just wouldn't want to deal with it.
Is it like you don't trust him to stay consistent in who he is type of thing?
Oh, nah. It's over time you get to see more of people. Mm-hmm. And from what I've seen more, like, you know, we got social media now.
Okay.
You be going crazy on social media and all this. And I understand this for rollout and all that stuff. But I've seen how he also interacted with other people. It's like, I couldn't, if you interacted with me like that, I wouldn't probably take it as good as the next person. So,
are you talking about things like from social media you've seen or like in person?
Yeah, I think it was a video of like him and Justin Bieber or something. And he was calling him out his name and yelling at him and all this stuff. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to.
I saw one with Chance the Rapper. I was like,
yeah, that too.
I talk to Chance like that. That's Chance.
Yeah.
But I guess that's Kanye. That's how everybody feel. Oh, it's Kanye.
Yeah.
But same how you feel. I'd be like, I don't care who it is. Like, there's got to be respect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as far as actual person though, Beyonce. It's just Beyonce. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah.
Her or Rihanna, one of them.
Would it be in the same style or you would change it up?
It just depends on them. What they would want. Idealistically, yeah, I like to do it in my own style.
Put the super touch on it.
Yeah, but I mean, if Beyonce want something, whatever Beyonce wants.
I know that's right. That's how it all goes. Do you see yourself exploring any other lanes, whether it be directing music videos, fashion, anything? What do you see yourself doing in the future?
Getting more into the videos. It's the real big thing. As far as my clothing goes, just stepping it up. I've been doing basic things for a little while, so just getting into more tailored garments and things of that nature, like cut and sew, really.
You want to have like more skills as far as like putting things together? Yeah,
and just having my own, like the cuts of my shirt, not really go by no cut and paste dimensions or anything like that. Like have my own unique cuts and just put more effort into the actual thing that I'm printing on. Because the designs are cool, but printing a cool design on a t-shirt, you can only do that so many times until it's like, okay, it's a cool t-shirt.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. When you hear people, or when people hear of VHS Plus, what do you want them to think about as far as your brand?
When I hear VHS, just really quality. I want people to see it and immediately think, okay, he put some time and effort into this. I want them to think that it's something that they would want to be a part of, and how do I be a part of that? How can I get my pictures taken or work with him or anything like that? And that's pretty much it.
Okay. How can people connect with your work right now or support you? Do you have, would you like them to follow you, or would you like them to purchase anything? You could tell them kind of to that camera right there.
Just follow me on Instagram. That's about the best thing to do right now. I'm not always on my stuff how I should be. I be busy, but I keep updates and I'm working. So just follow me.
Yeah, stay working.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's crazy. You see a legend from Dallas and you start working with him, and then I mean, it's just the whole thing that you've been doing. I've been watching it, and I'm like, who's next?
Yeah.
Did you ever think about that? Like, who's next?
I do, but I try to stay in the present.
Yeah.
For a long time, I was so caught up in the future. The future doesn't exist.
That's
the past already happened. So I can only control right now. So yeah, I tend to think about that, but I think it's not a negative thing 100%, but it's like you can't control it. You don't know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to keep the relationship I got going and what I'm working on now to the best of my ability and just give my all to that. And then when that time comes for who's next, it'll just happen. Because I didn't think this would be, if you would have asked me a few years ago, like no idea. But it just kind of come together and that's how it is. So,
well, we want to celebrate you. I got some shots for us, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Go ahead and get you one. To all your success, man. Future and present.
I appreciate that, man. Coconut, not bad. That was the best choice for me.
I love coconut, bro. I'm a rum and coconut all day.
Yeah.
Thank you for this keychain, bro. I can't wait to put this on my keys.
Ah, yeah, man. There's 2 of them in there.
Oh, yeah. I'm keeping both of them.
Yeah.
Nobody give me matter of fact, I'm going to put one up and wear one. But yeah, thank you again for coming out, bro.
Man, thank you for having me, bro.
For sure.
Paying attention, man. I appreciate you. I seen you do I'm friends. I'm like, man, that's what's up.
And I wanted to ask you, I saw, this was a while ago, like on Twitter, like you said, you were talking about, I think you had said you took LSD maybe?
Yeah.
Did that change your perspective on your work at all? Like, did it make it better or worse?
It changed my perspective, but it also helped my perspective. I was doing that at a time when I was younger, to try to get what I already had, basically. I'm thinking that it's going to add something to me, but it didn't add anything. It revealed to me who I already am. So, yeah, at one point, like, I was doing it and I was like, man, it's going to make me more creative and this and this. No, nothing's going to make you more than you outside of you.
Wow, that's good right there.
Yeah,
I used to see people who do LSD and I'd be like, they are so brave. But I used to wonder like how, because everybody I see who does that particular thing, their work is always like totally different than anybody else's work, and I'm like, is that the LSD? Like, and it's not.
No, it's them. Because honestly, trying to work on that crap was it was better to let it go by and then try to work on something than do it then.
Wow. Because
your perspective is so skewed. It's like, well, for me, other people, it might work perfectly. I was like, bro, this is not productive for me.
Wow. Okay. I always wondered that. I ain't gonna lie. I saw it was like a picture where you made something that like grass that would usually be colored green, you made it pink or something. Yeah, I was like, okay, he's playing with colors. I love that type of shit.
It did help me get on my color journey though, and really pay attention to the colors. That's what I will say, but again, you don't need that to get to that conclusion at all.
I hate when I take mushrooms and the message is always, you didn't need to take mushrooms.
The same thing. It's literally the same thing.
I'd be like, dang. So I just but yeah, I'm thankful for you coming, bro. Thank you for giving my viewers a lot of things to think about as far as being a creative, a Black creative at that. And we wish you much more success.
Man, I thank you for just having me. I think anyone that's watching it, just keep supporting him, bro. He's doing a very great job, a very genuine job. And it's just something, if you're not a part of, reach out. Don't be too big to reach out, because this guy is working. He's willing, and you won't do nothing but enjoy it. It's nothing but great things. So thank you again.
Appreciate your endorsement, man.
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course.
And that's Big Tape. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like and do all the other social media things. We'll see you next time.